Welcome to Scottish Outdoor Life. Tonight I'm fishing Walkmill again. Very fortunate that one of the guests has invited me down. He can't fish tonight, later on, so it's about 7 o'clock. I'm going to fish the Hummel hole here, and then I'm going to, with a fly, and then I'm going to spin this right through. Apologies, I've still got that noise coming off my spinning reel. I thought a spare spool would have fixed it, but it's not. So I'm going to have to send that away, but I'll probably just buy a cheap one in the meantime. I already bought Rona a cheaper one because I broke his as well, so I'm not having much luck with spinning reels. But we'll give this a run through and then head down to the bottom. Bit swirly wind in here, and then it'll be coming over my back further down, so that's fine, but we'll go and give it a shot. We've been seeing a lot of fish down in the gush at a pool down there. They lost 3 down in there today. I'll wind up there eventually, but I actually just saw a fish from away up here. This is a very productive pool. It looks like nothing at all, and it's pretty slow, but there's a lot of fish lie up in here. There's fish in here already, not too many I don't think, but yeah, it's been pretty sunny this afternoon. That's the sun just kind of behind the clouds. It'll be down below the trees just shortly, so I'll just do this a yard at a time, because you can pick them up just out here, if I be quiet and don't spook anything. Not too sure what that was in there. It was a big trout. There's some big trout in here. I think that's what it was, as opposed to a head and a tail from a salmon. This is one bit that you can really, because it's so glassy, you often see them, especially when there's a few fish in later on in the year. You can see the bow wave coming after your fly, or a boil at it. It can be really exciting. They can follow you from away out here, just see the bow wave after your fly, and you think, just go and take it. There's not that many fish in here at the moment. It's still early, it's just early July now, so not to say it won't happen right enough. Get a good view of this new bridge from here. It's not got too far to go now before it's joined up. 2025 it's due to be finished. Wind's swirling about in here now. I said this doesn't take long, it only takes 20 minutes. It'll only take 10 minutes to put the Toby through. It'll just do maybe 8 or 9 casts. Then that'll be it. So I just learned today that we're allowed to walk under this part and under that part in front of that cofferdam there, as long as we're not walking under exactly where they're working, in case someone drops or falls or something like that. So that makes things a bit easy, because we had to go all the way around it down to the bottom end. But this is Gold Castle in here. It's not been fished for I don't know how long. Look at the fly. Don't know that it's been fished this season, and I think it'll be out all season. So I might just try and give this bit of it a chuck with a Toby actually, and then working my way down to the gusset here. So I'll just dump this fly rod and give that a go out here, I think, for just 3 or 4 casts. It's worth a go. It's pretty shallow up in there, but there's always a chance of a sea trout or a salmon sitting in that shallower water in behind these breaks. And then it comes into slightly deeper water. You just never know, eh? It's a good thing about spinning, you can chuck it about all over the place and see if there's anything sitting about or over a bit that you can't reach with a fly or something like that. There's been a fair amount of discussion as well of whether the fish are actually going to sit in here because of all this stuff going on above, whether it's too much of a disturbance. Not too sure myself, to be honest. I did see a fish one night kind of in between the chains at the bottom end of it. But I really don't know if there'll be a lot of fish sitting, because there has been, I don't know what's dropping, but there is bits and pieces dropping, and they're obviously doing cement work. But now and again there'll be drips and that hitting the surface of the water, but I suppose that can't really be helped. It's funny, the best bit's like kind of right where the chains are. They had to put it there, didn't they? They couldn't put it 100 yards down or 100 yards up. We'll lose it for a year. More than that, well, a year, maybe even into next year. But I think it'll be, I think this will be all finished and whatnot by that time. Just going to cast quite close to those chains and kind of slowly retrieve this Toby right through the middle of it. Hooked something. I don't know what it is. I think it's a trout. Yeah, it's a trout. And it's off. Fine, saves me on hooking it. It's a wee bit of a pain getting all the way out here. It's very deep actually. These boils are just big boulders, but this is where all the fish are sitting. You probably have seen it on one of my last videos. I was out here and there was like 10 and 10 minutes or something, but they seem to have sat, and there's fresh ones coming in through and stirring them up. So we can fish this bit to about here, and then we need to drop down, so we'll do a really long line from here and then we'll drop down onto that next set of rocks and fish into the V, and then we'll drop right down and fish into the boil. But we'll probably take our time. Ollie, one of the other rods, he's just spun it, so I'll maybe take my time through this bit and give it a wee bit of time to settle down again. But we'll maybe try different flies and whatnot, because they lost 3 in here in the flies, so I want to spend most of my time doing that. It's gone awful dark all of a sudden. I'm actually struggling to see where I'm going with the polarize. We're away to get a shower, and I took a chance without a jacket because it said we weren't going to get much rain, but it looks like I'm going to get wet. Never mind. I'm just edging in slightly as we go. Oh god, I'm going to get soaked. Damn. Because there's a lot of fish actually sitting just below me in here. But the fly's not swinging round far enough. Might fish it from here, reel in, and then fish it from there. I'm just going to need to get wet. Oh, that's wild. I'm glad that banking's in the way. Actually pretty sheltered here. It's a wee bit swirly, but I think it should be on for too long. There wasn't really much in the forecast. Right, I've seen the line tighten. If you watch it back, that was him just never quite made it onto the reel. Damn. Just bring this fly in and check it again. Or check it and then have a go at him again. Lovely sky back there. It's gone very dark here for the time of night. I'm struggling to see where the rocks and everything are. That was a great offer then, great pull. Funny they lost 3 today on the fly in here. I wonder if they were maybe just not taking it properly in here. That's kind of on the dangle away down in here though. What I'll do, I'll move down to this spot here and do the same cast, and it should have more of a swing about it. There we go. It's on this time. Say that was a different fish, maybe it was quite much further across and a bit further down, so you never know. But oh, it's coming right towards me. It's going to be a right pain in the neck getting back out to the shore here. Let's see what he does first. I think it's a grilse. Just slacking off slightly on it. Kind of want to tire it out here a wee bit, because at the minute there's a hell of a boulders and stuff in here. Oh, it'd shake your head. It's not done an awful lot, to be honest, but it's quite a wee fish. This is a 15-foot rod as well, so you're kind of bullying them a wee bit. So I'm going to start making my way in. That's the way again. It's not as if this is gravel. I don't know if you can see that rock. That's kind of what we're dealing with here. Oh, it's away. Oh. Damn. That's the fourth one lost in here today then. It was shaking its head an awful lot. Just a wee grill soft in the mouth. Never mind. Never mind, we'll go back out to where I was and fish it. I was almost at the full length of my cast, so listen, nothing I could have done with that. Just wasn't hooked right. So I've just come back up, just at 10 yards, and I'm just going to fish over this bit again. Got a sort of shrimp, small shrimp fly pattern on, because I know the guys that were fishing here today, and I'm pretty sure they'll have been on cascades and stuff like that. And it was sort of my little orange sparkly fly that I hooked them on. Here's another shower of rain coming. So I'll just fish this quickly again with this fly. See if we can tempt a different fish. Or even that first one that just gave me the pull. And then we'll drop down into the next bit. Just drop down to this next ridge of stones to have a go in here. It's kind of the next stage of the pool. You can't wade through this, but this is deep in here. I don't think you're far away from getting through it. I must have a bit poke about in there to see if I can. The next stage is to walk out and then wade up a wee bit and fish the pot and over the boil there. That's, I hooked these fish in about here. Yeah, but there's fish lying all the way down here. It's the back at 9 now, so yeah, 20 past 9. So we're going to kind of stir a bit before dark, and now's the time. I'm just going to fish it from here. I'm going to fish it from there, and I think that's going to do me. I'm not going to wade down the bottom. Did that go in? Are you Are you? Yeah. I thought you would have got one in there. I thought you would have got one in there. How did it fish? Is it worth trying to get out? No. Yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just gonna throw a Toby about in here for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not gonna fish this bit again, I don't think. Not with the fly anyway. Poor Ollie got wet. I looked to try and get out here the other day, but I thought, nah, stuff it. It was just too, I didn't have my wading stick or anything like that, and I just thought, nah, it was too much. And he tried it, but he got soaked going back out. But he's a very, very competent wader. He goes a lot of places that I wouldn't even think about. Not now anyway, maybe when I was a bit younger. Well, that's a bit frustrating, losing that one in the pool from the other one. But that's the way it goes. Been quite lucky actually so far, fingers crossed with what I've hooked. I've hooked properly. I've not had many like that. In fact, I'm not too sure that I think that's the first of the season that I've had like that I've been, you know, had on and played for a good wee while. And then lost. I've had them on and off and pools and stuff like that, but oh, another fish right out the water. I've not seen so many tonight, I must admit. Maybe yeah, maybe 3 or 4 in here. There's definitely fish sitting in here, but not as many. Or certainly not seeing as many. I think the mornings there seems to be fish, a lot more fish moving through in the morning, in the morning tide, and that's stirring everything up. And you're seeing quite a lot in here. Obviously the resident fish, they'll be showing, and then the fresh ones are showing as well. Right, we'll go out and give this this bit in here a shot. It's very, very narrow. You've probably seen me getting fish out here before, but all the fish that run the river need to come through that gap. But they often just sit in that wee pot that you see there. So we'll go out and give that a shot. I thought it was a lot darker than it is, because I've got these Polaroids on, but I don't know, I'm kind of toying with going back up there and having another shot through that, because, you know, lost one, pulled one. It's just on dark, it might be worth another shot. Maybe give it a rest, even sit for 20 minutes. And then kind of creep up again and do it again, but we'll go out and give this a shot first and see if there's anything out there. There's a fish in here. Definitely fish in there, but they're... Well, listen, God, we're coming down for a couple of hours, 3 hours maybe, not even that. It's not too bad to lose one and pull another. Just this time of night stuff starts to shift about and whatnot. What's that? No, it's 10 to 10, I don't know. Don't know if I can be bothered going up there again. I think I gave it a right going through, especially after fishing it through with the Toby so late. I think I'll probably head home. Well, that's me finished. Just going to wade back in here, and then I've got a fair bit of a walk actually. I've probably got 25 minutes back to the car, because of the bridge works. I need to walk through their site on the core path and then away up, so I'm just going to head home. It's about 10 o'clock, but listen, a couple of hours, lost one and pulled another, can't complain with that. Pity it didn't hang on. First one felt like it had a wee bit more weight to it, just when it was pulled initially. I know it's very difficult to tell, but yeah, and then lost that grills. But no, cracking night. One shower, 2 wee showers actually. Got a wee bit wet, but no, it was fine. Nice night down at the river. Well listen, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.